Coming up on this episode of Student DV, we'll make a pom-pom, we'll do some composting, and we'll all become a cheerleader. All this and more on this episode of Student DV.
News team, assemble!
Welcome to Student DV. I'm your host, Sam Spinner. You know, when you appear on TV, it's always a good idea to try and look your best. If your outfit lacks flair, then you might be interested in our next video. Here is Emily with an idea.
We're trying to make a pom-pom, and so how we make a pom-pom is we make a circle thing out of paper, and then we do a little notch cut in it, and then we get cut out a little circle in it, and then we go out, and then we wrap the yarn around through, go in the notch around and around and around until you fill it up, and then we cut the sides.
Here is how to make a pom-pom from John Erhardt Elementary School.
Do you know a pom-pom is not the big ones that cheerleaders use, but this. This is a pom-pom too. We put them on hats, on scarves, on sweaters, on hoodies, and even in our hair. Lots of things. We're gonna show you how to make them. Let's get started. First, cut out a donut-shaped circle. Make a cut from the edge to the center and notch it. Next, wrap yarn around the circle, going through the center. When you have covered the circle with yarn, cut the yarn around the edge of the circle. Have a friend hold both ends of the yarn so you can tie the pieces together. Trim the tie and fluff up the yarn. Now you have a pom-pom. Now get creative. What will you decorate with pom-poms?
Center High students take their future seriously. That is why student producer Komalpreet made this next video on a college and career fair. Let's hear what she has to say.
The college and career fair can help you understand what the universities and colleges offer. I like being in front of the camera because it really helps me talk to people. When I joined this class, I wasn't really sure how it was going to be like, but after I joined it, I didn't even have to regret joining it. It was really fun, and I love going out to different places, interviewing people, and learning about a lot of new things.
We heard what she has to say. Now let's watch her video.
On September 25th, students from Center High School attended the College and Career Fair.
The purpose of this field trip is that students can hopefully explore careers and other avenues that they have been studying in their classroom environment, such as the biomedical sciences.
My name is Christopher Kay. You hear me in the afternoon on 107.9 The End. It's my pleasure to be here with you.
Nurses assisted students in checking heart rates and performing chest pumps on mannequins with a computerized system. Students were able to receive first-hand information from many professionals, Students who are interested in nursing were provided with valuable information that allowed them to determine if nursing was the right career choice for them.
Women, it's an excellent career choice because there's so many specialties that you can go in. Like if you get tired of one area, there's just so many different aspects. You don't have to work in a hospital. You can work in a patient's home, you can work at schools, you can work at...
Students were also able to ask questions and learn more by talking to nurses, firefighters, policemen, and other professionals.
I found out that it would only take me 2 years to be an associate nurse, and I thought it would take me 4 years or maybe longer.
I was torn between being like a psychiatrist and a nurse, and a lady told me like the differences between like how one is more one-on-one than the other. So like now I kind of know better what I want to do.
What is something new that you've learned by attending the college and career fair here?
I learned that there's a lot of different medical careers that you can join into.
This is educational enlightenment. Do you prefer to attend a college or a university?
A college because I think it's easier to go to, and because I just want to learn like one thing at a time, like do a training for medical stuff.
Which university do you prefer to attend?
Fresno State.
And why has that college stood out to you from all the other ones?
Because I'm interested in their college because of their ROTC program.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Do not miss out on this golden opportunity to get first-hand information from professionals at College and Career Fair, where the doors of discovery and new career choices are always open. Be sure to attend the College and the Career Fair next year.
Make sure to stick around after the break. Still much more Student DV to come.
Hey, loser. Hey, loser. Teacher! Teacher!
Do you ever think about what you throw away? Or the factories that produce smoke? Or even how the human population takes up most of the room on Earth?
I didn't think so. These animals are affected by humans every day.
Millions of animals on the coast have been injured or even killed by pollution each year.
So be mindful. For more information about our cause, visit www.noaa.gov.
For me, it all started last night. My friends and I were hanging out. What's been bothering me is what we were doing. We were drinking. I was warned before about alcohol, but I didn't care. Last night was the first time I drank alcohol.
And I haven't been able to stop since.
Every day, hundreds of jackets are abandoned, lost, and forgotten. These poor jackets are then placed in the lost and found and desperately hoping to be claimed. A lot of people don't realize that the lost and found keeps on growing endlessly with jackets. If you have lost a jacket, you can make a difference by going to the lost and found to help your friend come home.
Welcome back to Student DV. I'm your host, Sam Spinner. From Little Red Riding Hood to Pinocchio and everything in between, students from Creative Connection Arts Academy love their fairy tales. Let's hear from Little Red Riding Hood herself.
I told a little bit of this story, and I wore a costume.
Here is the Fairytale Museum.
Every year at Creative Connections Arts Academy, students from kindergarten through 3rd grade perform in the Fairytale Museum. Kindergarten performs nursery rhymes. 1st and 2nd grade retells fairy tales. 3rd grade retells fables from different cultures. Students perform a summary of the tale. They make a decorated backdrop and wear a costume to make the character come to life.
My name is Pinocchio. You're probably wondering why I have this long nose. Well, I'll tell you the story. Once upon a time, there was an old man named Geppetto. He was sad because he didn't have any children. One day he carved a puppet of his own. He named it Pinocchio. That's me. Like most kids, I had to learn a lot of lessons. And whenever I told a lie, my nose would grow. One time, a whale named Monstro swallowed me. And when I got home, I promised I would be good. And then I was a real boy.
I find the Fairy Tale Day for my students, struggling students, gifted students, it gives everyone a chance to participate in literacy for the night.
Keeping me in a tower, I can only let people up from my hair. The good news is I escaped and found my true new love. Puss in Boots. I'm a smart, sneaky cat. I'll do anything for love and money. No one can say no to me.
I was teaching about blending, how to blend colors, actually doing the artwork, and we got to decide on what the overall clock was going to look like, because he's Hickory Dickory Dock, and we got some good ideas about how the top of it would look with some ornamental features. And I was explaining to him that the old-time clocks, like my great-grandfather had, was a lot like this clock, and that it brought me back. So it's a good experience for both of us, I think.
Students perform for family, other students, and teachers. The whole community is welcome to see our students shine. It's a fun night for everyone.
Boy, Fairytale Day sure is awesome. My kid's in 5th grade and she wanted to come just to see it.
Fairytale Day is the most popular and everybody likes Fairytale Day.
Our next video takes a look into the world of school lunches. Here's Natomas Charter School student Stella.
So we did it on the school lunches at the school, and we talked about like the nutritions of the lunches, because we didn't want to be like one of those things like horse meat in the school lunches, but no, it wasn't one of those. It was like the nutritions of the school lunches and like why we're having this and what's kind of going on and like what's going on in the kitchen and all that stuff.
Are you guys ready for some breakfast, lunch, or dinner, depending on what time this show is airing? Well, so am I. Let's go eat something.
Hundreds of students get lunches at school a day, but many of them don't even know what's in their school lunches. So we are going to take you out of the lunch lines and into the kitchen. Who better to ask than the lunch ladies themselves? Let's go talk to Miss Greenhow about our school lunches. How many students eat here a day?
150 to 400 students.
What do you serve?
We offer a salad bar and we offer hot lunch, which could be like a hamburger, which offers proteins and vitamins to help the kids get through the rest of the day and throughout the dinner.
How do you prepare the food?
In order to prepare the foods, we come in here and cut up all the vegetables for the salad bar and prepare all the warm meals.
Let's check out the kitchen.
Keep all the dry foods and drink. And then in here is the refrigerator where you keep everything cold. You've got all your fruits, meat, burritos, and in here is the freezer where all the frozen chicken is and pizza. And then this is the oven where we cook all the food. Careful, it's hot. Dishes. We got soap, water, sanitizer, and then dryer. And this is where we keep the food after we make it, keep it warm.
Why is it important to have a healthy lunch?
However, research has shown that students do better in school academically and behaviorally when the nutrition that's being provided from the school and from home is a sound nutritional value. A student who eats Doritos for breakfast and drinks a can of Coke is not going to have the same behavioral and academic experience as someone who's eating eggs, as someone who's eating a salad, and what have you. So the healthy choices that are given at school help to promote a stronger academic and behavioral environment.
What should a student's lunch have?
What should student lunches have as far as nutritional value is concerned and the nutritional makeup of it? Well, what you need to be eating throughout the day is a healthy portion of protein, a healthy portion of carbohydrates, vegetables, milk. Drinking plenty of water is beneficial. And anything that the cafeteria is going to serve as a complete lunch or whatever you choose in there needs to at least meet the federal guidelines for the nutritional value that you students at your age need in order to be successful academically in school.
We're going to head over to Mr. Farwig's class.
A middle schooler should probably be eating a balance between carbohydrates, protein in their lunch so that they have some energy throughout the rest of the day. Definitely a fruit and a vegetable would be ideal. Nothing too sugary. So sports drinks and sodas and those sorts of things are probably not a good idea.
Okay.
Well, going back to what our 10th ESLR is that we will help promote a healthy lifestyle. Our hope is, as well as the school district hope is that by providing you with a healthy lunch, you're seeing the importance of a healthy breakfast, a healthy lunch, the importance of eating healthy food in daily living, that it will provide you with the proper nutrition and a pattern as you grow into adults, realizing how important it is to eat healthy food and not fill yourself up with the Doritos and the Coke and the candy bars. Those are not bad every once in a while, but if that's all you're eating all day long, you are going to be another statistic in meeting what many people feel in our country and in the world is an epidemic of childhood obesity. The whole focus on healthy lunches that the government has that we need to follow, as well as our own personal philosophies, is what constitutes a healthy breakfast and a healthy lunch, is to help students not become obese.
You've learned a lot about your school lunches today. I hope by this presentation you learn more about what you should be eating and that you should respect your school lunches. Thank you.
You might have some food waste after that snack. Why not turn it into something useful? Andrew Carnegie Middle School brings us this next video with some tips on composting. Let's go to Clare Spinner, my little sister, for more.
Well, it's a how-to video, instructional about how to be a worm composter practically. All the way from all the items you'll need, step by step how to set up the actual bin, what to feed the worms, how to remove the soil, and then to spread it all over your plants.
Here is worm composting. Students at Creative Connection Arts Academy are passionate about their cheerleading, and producer Sydney is no exception. Tell us about it, Sydney.
I took videos of some of the kids cheering, then interviewed the teacher about why she wanted to do cheerleading, why she wanted to teach cheerleading, and she thought it was going to be a good experience for kids to see if they wanted to try it. You really need to use a tripod because then it'll be all shaky. There needs to be no background noises except the people talking.
Let's watch.
This is CCAA News. I'm Sydney Gordon, here with your exploratory update. This trimester, new to exploratory cheerleading. Let's take a look.
What do you want the kids to get out of cheering?
Well, cheerleading was something that I really enjoyed in high school, and it was something that was fun for me, and it was something that helped me to have spirit for my school. It was also a really good activity. So I thought that all of those things that are good about making it an activity for high school students would be good for elementary school students too. And I thought it would be a good way for them to express how much they love CCAA.
EBICTORY. We're out to get a BBI.
What was the most important part about cheerleading to you?
Well, to me, the most important part was just about having fun, about the moves, and always having faith in yourself that you could do good.
What did you learn from this experience?
Well, I learned that in cheerleading, the most important thing is that you need to get sharp moves, otherwise people will just see you doing this.
Would you do cheerleading again?
Yeah, because you just have so much fun doing it.
CCAA sure got spirit and something to cheer about. Next week, join us for pie. I'm Cindy Gordon, and that was our exploratory update.
Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Student TV. Didn't get enough student videos today? You can always go to secctv.org to get your fill. Until next time, I'm Sam Spinner.
A kid who was walking down and I was the bully, and I went and I shoved them, and then this kid saw me do it, but he didn't care, so he just walked away. And then we did a replay of it, but when the kid saw it, he ran and told the teacher.
It's pretty much about how humans are affecting the Earth's wildlife and the sea animals and how we should think about it.
We had a person go under the jacket and reach out like it's trying to say, help me, and